And welcome, this is ballerscuba with another vote video. This is going to be a video to vote on what replaces Assassin's Creed 2 in the weekend slot. This is going to be a modern short game, shorter than Assassin's Creed 2 because that went on for too long in my opinion for a weekend game. So this time we are going to be choosing from a series of indie games, many of which you probably have seen me put in a vote video before. The first game that we have here is Legend of Grimrock. For those of you that are unfamiliar with the game, let me just get a random thing going here and we'll go over that later. This is a retro style game. The way that this works, and I have enabled these, I'll probably disable these. Honestly, this is my first time looking at them and I don't like them very much. This is a first-person dungeon crawling game. If I remember right, there is a secret here in the first room. Here it is. This is a game in which you go through a dungeon crawl. And yeah, we'll go ahead and give this to this guy. He can equip him. And we'll give the shuriken to my ranger or whatever. That's good. This is a game in which, I mean, there is a story to it. I don't want you thinking there's not a story, but I don't want to get into the story. This is a game in which you solve puzzles in a dungeon and move forward defeating monsters and all that kind of stuff. Here's a first puzzle. Choose your fate, perish in the cell, or pick up the torch. Not much of a puzzle, really. Grab the torch. We'll give it to my mage, and he can hold on to it so that he can light the way forward. Pretty simple, basic structure for the game, but it does get more and more complex as you go through. There are secrets on the walls, as you saw before. More torches, of course, because torches are always good. There's probably something here. I'm not seeing anything. Not seeing a secret or anything like that, so we just open up and we keep going. That's pretty much Legend of Grimrock. It is a very fun game, I would say. If you guys want to see this following Assassin's Creed 2, please vote for it in the comments section down below, or a private message. However you want me to know that this is what you would like to see, let me know. Let's move on to the next game. Next up on the list, and yes, I am doing these in alphabetical order. Next up on the list is Limbo. This is a game that, although was quite popular, I have very little experience with. I've seen a few clips here and there, but outside of that, I don't really know what is going on in this game. So for all intents and purposes, this would be a blind let's play. I know I'm a little boy, and I know I get to jump, and that's pretty much all that I know. Wow, lots of jump buttons on my controller. But this is, yeah, it's a puzzle platformer, which means that there are some puzzles here and there. That probably wouldn't be considered a puzzle, but they make sure you know how to jump. And then here would be like the first little puzzle. It's really more introducing game mechanics than anything else, but there you go. You jump up here, jump up there, and that is at least one thing down. And then we can slide. Oh, we don't slide. We climb down. There we go. So, if you guys would like to see Limbo, I'm sure many of you are more familiar with this game than I am. Please vote for it in the comments section below, or private message me. However you want to do it. I'm on a boat. Next on the list is Machinarium. I have no idea whether or not I'm pronouncing that correctly, but that doesn't make this any less of a great game. So let's go ahead and try to get this started. This one, I tested it out a little bit. This is a point-and-click adventure. The screen is a little bit small, so you might see my mouse kind of go off-screen every once in a while. This also will be completely blind. No idea what I'm really doing with this game, other than the fact that it is a point-and-click. This is amongst the best point-and-clicks of the recent generation, from what I understand. We are in charge of a small little robot. Very nice animation, as far as I can tell. This is all hand-painted or hand-drawn. I am no animation expert, though. This is a point-and-click that is quite forgiving. They give me little hints here and there. I don't know how often those hints are going to stick around, but hey, they give me hints right now. That is good. Put the head on, and there we are. You can see here that I have a resizing tool. I can make them big and small. Let's grab this thing. And I can collect items in my inventory. Here's the menu down there. Can I do anything with this? Where is he? There he is. Give that to him. Give it to this guy. And off he goes and he gives me my leg. We are now up to 2 legs. But I think you guys understand how it is this works. Oh, they do give me hints in case I need it, which I might very well need as we go through. But that is pretty much the game. If you guys want to see Machinarium, vote for it. Time to move on to the next game. Next up, we do have my test account for the Misadventures of P.B. Winterbottom. Once again, this will be a blind Let's Play for this one. This is no ordinary story. I'll probably skip a lot of this for now so we can get into the game. It is another puzzle platformer, as far as I can tell. Mostly around this quirky character called the P.B. Winterbottom. Yes, move P.B. Winterbottom around. Look at all those pies he has. Oh no! We've lost the pies. I can collect the pies. Surely I can get the pies. No! I had so many and now they're gone. The pies. No. So this is P.B. Winterbottom here. He is our protagonist. Sure. I don't know how many of those I get, but well, it's an auto-save, so it does that quite often. Hold space, and then you can hold it to float. So if you guys want an old-timey, and I mean old-timey, puzzle platformer, I assume there's puzzles at some point. Mostly it's just platforming right now, though. Please vote for the Misadventures of P.B. Winterbottom. And finally, we do have To the Moon. Now, To the Moon is a game that I have very little information on. I have done very little research on. From what I understand, it is considered an RPG that is mostly used with the mouse. Something like a point-and-click RPG is basically how it sounds to me. But what I do know is that I have been told multiple times by multiple people that I should play the game. When it comes to Let's Playing the game, I've really only talked to a couple people, and I have conflicting reports on whether or not it would be a good idea to Let's Play the game. On one hand, you get my genuine emotional responses from the story of the game, which I hear is fantastic. On the other hand, I've been told that commentating on the game will actually detract from the game itself. So that's really all the information that I have on To the Moon. Oh, and it's made using the RPG Maker, so if you're looking at what kind of graphics you're going to get out of it, that's the kind of graphics that you're going to get. It's RPG Maker. But that's actually the last game on the list. That is going to do it for this vote video. Remember, this is going to be replacing Assassin's Creed 2 in the weekend slot. These are modern short games. I'm looking to make these a little bit shorter than Assassin's Creed 2 was. So I hope you guys do look forward to the Let's Play, whichever wins the vote. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the Let's Play.